This is the Sukhumvit route. Right now I am heading towards the floating market of Pattaya. It is just about 20-minute motorcycle ride from the Pattaya Beach. Just entering on the main gate of this floating market. This is called Pattaya Floating Market. As you can see, there are lots of cars just parking on the bay. Please just come here to see and looks whatever inside the floating market. Especially this market is for food. Lots of water facing shops right here, and this is the front decks of this floating market. I'm just waiting at the queue. My number is 260. So with this queue I have this ticket and this counter. So that's the view of the ticket, and there's another queue number 30 right here. Now my ticket is processed right here on the counter. That's the room for toilet. From here at the reception of this floating market right here. We have also boat tour inside the floating market, 900 baht per persons right here. As you can see, this is the boat tour. Finally I am inside the floating market. This is the entrance gate of this floating market right here in front of me. And that is the cycle ticket. This is ticket. My number is T52. After checking at the gate, they just put the tape on my shirt so that they can recognize me. So that's the view, and this is the first description of the floating market. Those what I is shopping here, vending machine, and that's the first impression. Beautiful flowers just hanging on the roof of this bridge. As you can see, this is the whole area of this big floating market right behind me. And there is not so many souvenir shops as well inside this big floating market. We have also food court inside this market as well. You can also choose boat if you want to, just revolving around this big floating market. Also Thai traditional food inside this big floating market. And this is the boat where they can sail local Thai food. That's the way it costs us only 100 baht for food. There's also another boat from where you can choose different kinds of food, especially the Pad Thai. That's the front view of the boat where you can buy traditional Thai food stuff like Pad Thai. So you can just displaying well all the stuff right in front of this boat. So that's the view. It's maybe steam rice. Now I ordered 200 gram pork from here. This is the pork ribs. It is so beautiful and mouth-watering looking soup. The display there, do not touch. You need not to touch for hygienation. 200 gram for 100 baht. Price as well. Okay, today I'm going to show you all the food stuffs inside this big floating market. Now I am here, one of the souvenir shops of this floating market, and I am just bought some amount of pork ribs for 100 baht. This is the view of the pork ribs, as you can see. Now I am going to have a first bite of the ribs. Nice, tender and juicy as well. But I put some amount of spice so that pork ribs is spiced as well. So that's the view of the pork ribs, as you can see. Just put inside this plastic tray. So this is the view of the ribs. You must eat when you are in this floating market. Pork is the best meat I've ever eaten in my life, so I must eat pork ribs. This is the roasted pork ribs as well. So I need to finish all the stuff, so till then. And as you can see, this is the boat service in where we can just revolving around the whole floating market. That's the main just revolve dam on this boat. This is another boat just bypassing on our beach. It's just starting the boat, and now he will revolve the whole area So you may choose if you are in floating market, you can revolve around the area by foot or boat. So that's the view of another boat. So that's the view of another boat just by passing. Inside this floating market there are so many clothes, so you can just come here and buy the clothes store right here. Now I'm in front of one of the ladies clothes store right here. As you can see, there are lots of clothes, and you can also choose traditional Thai dishes inside this floating market as well. She's preparing another traditional Thai food stuff right here. It costs just 30 baht for plate. Frying on it, and this is the mobile boat services. Just doing some circle inside this pan to cook this stuff. This may be the base for boat riding, and also we can hear the exit symbol on this section. This may be the exit section, as well as the boat base for revolving around the whole area. Let's go another section of the floating market. This may be the deep inside the floating market. That's the sign. This is somewhere from where we can just replay. I can just show you the area so that you can just come here and have a fun in the circling. From here you can go to that side. Nice wooden sculpture elephant right inside the middle of this. What when you try walking inside this floating market, you just come here to have a muscles right here. This is the muscles displaying on this big boat, and you can just follow the sign, and this is the massage roller. You can just come here to have a massage if you are interested by walking around the whole floating market. And this is another mobile food cart. This is just preparing the food stuff. It's maybe made from rice, and just pour some amount of liquid inside this cart. Just mix it on the rice, so it's here. Now I can show you how to prepare it. Or that's he just to mix it on the top of this floor meat, and just mix it and just turn it on so that we can eat from this really heat oven. That's on the introduction symbol of this floating market. It's maybe the map. As you can see, you can just follow all the signs when you are in floating market to have the look inside the whole area of this big market. I am standing somewhere deep inside this floating market. As you can see, this is the way for Betong, just 100-meter walk. Now I am standing somewhere in the middle of the floating market for having some of the food. This is the first one, just arrived. This is called pandan drink. Now I just tasted it is just like rice flavor, looks green. It's the name called pandan. Pandan may be the greens of Thailand. So this is the first step, just arrive. And this may be the menu, and there is also another menu. You can just order stuff from here for it. So that's my stuff just arrived. It's probably very spicy. Now going to have a fast bite. I have to finish all this stuff so till next. Now let's eat all this stuff. Now let's have another destinations for another food. So let's go. As you can see, this boy is spreading these pieces. Looks so mesmerizing and aesthetic one. You need to come here for feeding the fishes. So that's the view of how they can feed the fish. yellow, red colored fish. Really looks nice. One of the most craziest stuff inside the floating market is that this is the crocodile barbecue, as you can see. And right here in front of me, this is the crocodile skull. And he just prepared the barbecue, the hot oven right here inside this floating market. People just come here and just test the crocodile barbecue. I never experienced to buy the crocodile barbecue in my life, so someday I need to test. Roasted the crocodile barbecue in the gas burner. So that's the way. One stick barbecue is just 60 baht. This is the baht, 60 baht. Right, displaying in front of the crocodile skull. Crocodile barbecue. We have also beef barbecue right as well. And this is the beef barbecue. If you need to test, please come here to test the crocodile barbecue along with beef. This is the beef barbecue. As you can see, 50 baht, and this may be 100 baht per piece. So another boat just bypassing. There is no any person, it's just empty, and that's the boat. It's full of crowd. You can choose the boat for revolving around the whole floating market. But the floating market clearly written on the boat right here. One man just pull the ladle of this boat to revolve around the whole area. So we have also waterbird hornet inside this floating market. This is the craziest thing I have ever seen in any market. Now it's time to have at the haunted adventure inside the floating market. The way to sing adventure and Thai costume photography. So that's the way, as the name suggests, it is the haunted place. And this floating market, as you can see, this pics looks like the ghost. So that's the view. That's the invocation symbol for Thai costume photography and the sing adventure that is called rope rolling. So that's the way, and have a look inside that. We have also rolling adventure after just crawling at the swing bridge inside this floating market. As you can see, this is just rolling on the rope. It is one of the best photographic sessions. Oh, looking so crazy. That you can need to be careful when you are on the swing bridge. It's the whole view of the swing bridge inside the floating market. As you can see, this person is for roller coaster rolling. Now it's time to have another stuff inside this market. Now I ordered frog soup, and this lady is just preparing it for me. So this is the way you can just manage the fin. So that's the view. People just sitting here for eating some stuff right here. As you can see, this is one of the food court inside the middle of the floating market right here. That's the frog soup right here. Now I'm going to have a test. Thank you. Market in Pattaya. Now I'm going to finish all the pork soup I have This is Mercy from this lady. So let's go have orange juice inside this floating market. So this is the view of the orange. I can just test the orange juice. So relaxing. You need to test it inside this floating market when you are hectic by moving around the whole area. So this is the best energy. Things that this portion of the floating market is too much crowd because there are lots of tourists on this area here. We are there teapots, right? Just floating and just revolving around the whole floating market, and that's the way. Oh, this not. This boat just arrive on this boat, and this maybe just arrive or just turning to the destinations, and this two guy dress well for great photo sessions, and this might be the exit gate. Ticket valid for single entry must inside the whole floating market with only one ticket. You must not come again. You must come here to enjoy and have a look inside the deep of this beautiful floating market, and it is one of the great destinations for tourists all over the world. And one more important thing is that the floating market has more variety of foods. You can choose which one you want to buy and which one you want to eat and which one you want to test. There are lots of local traditional Thai food called Pattaya are also available here in this big floating market as well. This is the area for free photo sessions. Oh, not free photo sessions. You need to pay baht for photo, and it is the photo. It's time to out from this floating market. And this is the exit version, as you can see. On this embarcations clearly written here on the revolve. So I am going to out. So that's the view of the exit. So this is the out view of this big floating market. As you can see, there are lots of buses just waiting on the way for receiving the passengers right here. This is the gate B. As you can see, there are lots many more crowd inside and outside as well of this floating market. So this is the whole view of the floating market. So friends, you must come here in Pattaya. This is one of the great tourist destinations of the world. This is where the food souvenir as well. In this big floating market, it is made from wood, and one of the important things is that the whole floating market is so clean. You can have accessible inside this whole area. And finally, please do subscribe and smash the like button and stay tuned with me for my next upcoming. Thank you. Bye bye. See you next.